is powered by Ram Trucks. Number 8, Michigan State, here in the Xfinity Center, set to take on 16th ranked Maryland. And come on and join us courtside, right in front of triple header here on Big Ten Network. Happy to have you along with us, and Maryland's got the ball first.
See if Michigan State can get off to a good start here. Maryland has blitzed people in the first 5 minutes of games. They were up 18-5 in the USC game. And what a sign right there. A jumper goes down early for Queen.
You haven't found anybody hotter in the conference, maybe the country, than Derek Queen over the last 4 games. 4 consecutive double-doubles for the freshman from Baltimore.
Maryland going to zone up and then go man-to-man. We'll see how Michigan State attacks this defense.
5 on the shot clock. Richardson back to Kohler. I don't know if they noticed it. Zapawa. That's a tough first possession and a shot clock violation.
Well, it just looked like Michigan State's last 15 from 3 the last 2 games. He's been on fire. Back-to-back 20-point performances.
Ball movement here for the Spartans into the front court. Aikens counted in the foul. And they need him to get going, and he is fired up.
Jace Richardson is around the rim, good in the mid-range, just a really good player.
Richardson hitting the outside.
Jackson Kohler's in the post. You've got to take away his right hand. He'll pivot, and he'll look to get back to that. The defense there early. Maryland really locking up, but doesn't matter with the shot making by Richardson.
5 early points. Now they've got it. Queen. They hit that first shot 15 seconds in, but sends Fears to the bucket, and it's 7 straight from MSU.
That's a tremendous push there by Jeremy Fears, and just getting to the bucket. And you think about some of these young players, huge atmosphere, a lot on the line.
He got his hand in there. Geronimo and Tayshawn Harris-Smith on the floor for Kevin Willard. Carson Cooper in the game for MSU. Aikens playing defense, and he commits the foul.
That transferred from the mid-major level to the Big Ten level. Nobody's been more consistent. Some struggles, but even when he has had off games, he's bounced back. He's a dynamic playmaker.
Willard trying to get some early minutes on the bench for his starters. Cohen with the drive, and the dish with the block by Reese, and a foul called.
Chance to make the all-defensive team.
Owns Zapawa. All 27 games this year for Tom Izzo.
Their depth is incredible. I mean, the
sea of bodies.
Big 3 seconds for a long time.
SBS pump fake. They try to draw the foul. And Xavier Booker got the rebound.
Michigan State's bigs have been active at recovering. Even though there's been some dribble penetration, those guys have made plays.
Nobody more than that guy. Jace Richardson, early 7 here on the road.
He's going down the floor saying nobody out here can guard me. And he's right now. He's got it going.
Queen turns to the bucket. He's fouled. And Derek Queen will be at the line when we come back.
Moving into the starting lineup for that Oregon game. So impressive to see.
Derek Bailey and Harper at Rutgers.
And it showed, too. I mean, Derek Queen had some struggles in January, some ups and downs. Gillespie is drilled, and he got it to go. Oh, what a shot! And almost 5 assists per game on the season as well.
Michigan, those 3 threes, that 9-0 run.
I think he thought Cohen Carr was running baseline for the lob. They run that so often. Queen tried to split the double team, and he'll go to the free throw line. Queen is just points and 17 rebounds against USC. The 4 draft in the mid-90s. Queen missed them both, though. And Michigan's Carr got to the elbow. Turnaround jumper. Queen bats it around to Jay Young. And he throws it away. Fears has it for Michigan State. Sloppy ball. And blocked by Geronimo. Oh!
Summit. He catches this thing. It's a little bit awkward, but how about Geronimo going up there and the rejection? What a play to get back. And Queen 2 of 4. He's got 5 points. Everybody else on Maryland's team 1 of 7.
Power with the block. Derek Queen is back behind the play. Michigan State's got an extra guy, and Frankie Fiddler goes to the bucket to 3 ball for Aikens.
Rankin's struggles continue. 3 of his last 19.
Rice finally hits. First made 3 of the night. Comes 10 minutes in. Get it to Fears. 5 on the timer. Rice with the block. Fiddler's got to shoot it. He gets it off. Did hit the rim. Richardson, look what I found for 2.
It's one of those plays. It looks like Queen. That's what he needs to be. We've seen him at his best in this building when he's just making hustle plays, getting on the offensive glass and blocking shots.
Julian Reese backed him down and he shot it over Cooper.
You let him get to his left jump hook, it's going to be a long night. Carson Cooper's a good defender, but Julian Reese a physical presence.
I mean, this building is shaking. I mean, you are feeling it under our feet.
This place, when it's going, is as good as just about anywhere.
Nice offensive move. Carson Cooper got to the one-on-one for Queen on Carson Cooper to cut him off.
Cooper's a pretty good defender, but he's going to have his hands full with Queen.
Rice with the floater. We're tied again.
That's the thing about Rodney Rice, though. He's not just a shooter. He's a 3-level scorer. Can get to his pull-up or his floater, and right there with that size, he can just go.
Michigan State on a scoring drought of almost 4 minutes for the second time of this first half.
I'm pretty confident to say that both coaches will live with these big shooting perimeter jump shots. Now, that's a different story there with Gillespie, but you got Cooper shooting a 15-footer, Queen shooting from 19. Look out.
Hello, Tor! Well, the one person you can't allow to get behind the defense.
Scoring territory.
That was not first to 50. MSU still has not made a 3. Fiddler driving baseline, got the bump and finish.
But it's done by Frankie Fiddler.
He got bumped and he is shoved. They call the foul. The players are wearing it under their uniforms. You see that here.
Staff determined not just for the games, but really more so for practice. How much, we'll say, did not anticipate 21 all. It's been a bit of a surprise.
The good news is we have a second half and who knows how many overtimes. You hear the crowd counting it down. Selton Miguel with the layup and the bucket. Maryland will go to the locker room with a 2-point advantage.
I love that Miguel didn't settle there. He's got Sapawa on an island. Had to change this a man-to-man. There's Spears again. Maryland's going to make him prove it. He just hasn't been able to. But you got to finish the possessions.
Great play by Gillespie. Couldn't hold it. Aiken's now 0-5. Kohler got the rebound and put it in.
We didn't see much of Jackson.
Kohler in your 82% free throw shooter. And he hits in that.
Right. I think they're one of the elite 3-point defenses in college basketball, only allowing 29% from 3. It's ninth in the country.
He's high off the glass and we tiptoe back and forth. Maryland up 1. High conference, or at least with a tie of it for the first time since 2020. And of course, the double bye in the Big Ten tournament with the chance to start on Friday in Indianapolis. Selton Miguel the spin and the floater.
What a move right there by Selton Miguel. Oh my God. Man, you think he made his last 10 shots with that move.
And a foul called on Rice. Now go back to the old history. If they win here tonight, as Holloman hits the first, they will have
Michigan State side of things. How about the fact that you've got Jaden Akins and Trey Holloman are 0 for 10.
MSU has more than 4. Eric Queen with a tough shot. Reese could not grab the offensive board, and Michigan State tonight is +7 on the glass. That was something that worried Kevin Willard. Holloman kind of get himself going.
Jump stop.
About the struggles for some of Michigan State's scores, and again, their depth. Maryland, though, in this game, all kinds of, a lot of possessions are starting to just feel like that.
Michigan State's doing a good job, not just on the ball, but making him feel uncomfortable. Whoa, my goodness. So could reestablish some of these things that have been pillars. And that's the offensive glass, and it's the way that they play with pace. And credit to this group, because they found the way to do that. They look like the Michigan State teams of old.
Out of the timeout. Slow to get back down the floor as Richardson's already into the paint.
This is not the team to take a breath against. You're playing Michigan State. You miss a shot, you got to get back.
Alleman, nice penetration, and he was scoreless at the half. He's got to kind of do it himself.
Cohen Carr has come a long way defensively from his freshman to sophomore year. Good contest.
He flies down the floor to the corner, too. Booker for three. And Michigan State has its first three and a 5-point lead.
Set it in the first half. The shots are starting to fall for Xavier Booker. 4 of 9 from 3 coming in. Went through that 1 of 22 stretch, but he's a guy that can spread it.
He's hit a 3 in 5 of his last 6 games. Rice fouls Queen, cut to the bucket, and a foul called.
It's a 7-3 run for Michigan State. Wear teams down because they're playing so many guys. That's part of it, but they've been much more composed here in this second half.
Well, think about it, too. We see a sub now with Geronimo on the floor for Queen. But, Robbie, Kevin Willard was intentional to get his subs on the floor early.
Because he didn't want to get worn down.
But that hasn't been the case in the second half.
That's true.
Owen Carr turns and dunks. Yeah, Zapawa, bring in the power.
But
I mean, he's getting inside. They want him to get there.
But Maryland wants him to shoot it. That's what they're doing. They're just dropping all the way back to the rim and trying to be physical with him. Rodney Rice can get it going. And you let him get that 3 now the mid-range.
The first player into double figures, 4-point game. Bad pass. Geronimo. That Fears got him.
It looks like it is the right call.
Akins with his shiny pink shoes with the floater, his first bucket, and Michigan State is back up 6.
He shot in the Michigan game where things hadn't been going his way, and he drilled a 3. And just like that tonight, he's missed some shots, but they're a confident pull-up. That's a mistake you can't make.
Makes the first. Let's go over to Andy Katz.
Even higher level. Just waiting for him to be even more consistent to complement someone like Jace Richardson.
But that is dovetailed this year.
And it's clearly between the ears for him. Like, he's a good shooter. There's no question about it.
Pass, an extra throw to Rice. A deep 3 for the tie. Findler draws the foul on Rodney Rice is 3 of 7 from 3. The rest of the Terps are all 9. He hits the second. Gillespie slipped as he tried to turn the corner, and a nice defensive play. Alleman on the run, right to the bucket. Richardson in the corner. Another offensive board by Zapawa.
How many times have we seen it this year for Michigan State where they're getting multiple efforts on the offensive glass? Maryland not able to get back, and Zapawa with a big one.
Gale right back the other way.
That's where he's been most successful at getting to the rim.
Now the pace starting to pick up, and a big triple by Jaden Akins.
I don't care how many times your coach tells you that even on a made shot, Michigan State's bringing it. Until you're out here to see it for yourself, Maryland just no sense of urgency getting back, and Michigan State's making you pay for it.
All of a sudden, you feel like you got the momentum. You had a great defensive stand, get a shot, and it goes the other way. Tough shot. And Gillespie is bodied.
You've put yourself in a heck of a spot here to win this game on the road. Tom Izzo's team battled
the last 7 games of the regular season for Michigan State, all against the top 8 team. All 10 Spartans who have played have scored. Nobody has scored in double figures for MSU.
Well, South Miguel's got to switch up. It's very fortunate. You got Zapawa. That's the offensive glass again.
There's a foul on Julian Reese again.
Let's take one for the team. Because there are some Spartan fans in the building.
6 tests from earlier today, maybe. Another offensive rebound. Michigan State now with 12 of them in the ballgame.
I mean, Robbie, they are 8-0 in second chance points here tonight on the road.
It's what they do. I mean, it's part of their DNA. It's a big part of this team. They've been able to find second chances, especially in the second half, and pay them off. Jace Richardson getting to that. For a guy that didn't have nearly his best in the first half, he's been so much better here in the second.
He's just 2 of 10 on the offensive side, and he has 3 assists, and Richardson is fouled. And that is the 4th foul on Selton Miguel. Better than 80% at the free throw line.
Richardson has really emerged as their best.
Maryland, #1 in the country, points from their starters. Michigan State, #1 in the conference, bench points.
And that's been a big story, too. The starting 5 for Maryland has not been as efficient as what we've seen. Jace Richardson starting to take over here.
Michigan State has its largest lead of the night, up by 9. Timeout, Kevin Willard.
Double-doubles. Michigan State has taken them away.
Found Rice out of the timeout. What a beautifully drawn-up play.
A breakdown there by the Spartans. You've got to communicate that ball screen out. You lose Rodney Wright.
.4:30 to play here for Maryland. Queen.
The mismatch.
He has had a rough night. A hand got in there and fouled. And that is... And he hits the first. Robbie, we've been highlighting here tonight the top of the Big Ten standings.
I think the ball needs to be in Jace Richardson's hands because he can look to score. They're really not guarding Jeremy Fears.
He settles for 3. And what a big shot! Oh, and he let out a loud scream as he turned to the other side. The answers, they'll tie its largest lead of the game. Aiken's got space. Put it up, no. Queen with his 9th rebound of the night. He's 1 shy of his 11th double-double. Gillespie fouled by Richardson.
Typical Michigan State-like stat sheet because you're looking at the rebound all year long to impact this game, and they built a 5-point lead with that.
Gillespie hit them both. He's got 11.
Crazy thing is, Maryland has not played well, and their front court's not played well. Really, no one outside of Rodney Rice has played well, and they're only down 5 with 2 to play.
One thing Michigan State has done better here in the second half, take care of the basketball. 9 first-half turnovers, just 2 here in the second stanza. Holloman with 6 to shoot, puts up the jumper. Queen's got his 10th rebound.
Boy, he had to tip that to himself. Big-time effort.
And you feel it here, too. If a bucket goes down, this place will explode. Rice got through. And a late whistle in front of us called. Rice has his 5th 20-point game of this.
His last 7 games, he's been tremendous.
Stays a 4-point game. Michigan State has played with the lead pretty much this entire second half. Richardson has been the go-to guy. Freshman on freshman. Got Queen to leave his feet. He got his own rebound. Ooh, and he's still down on the floor. There's a hard collision. 4-on-4 basketball.
A penalty here, hockey.
7-game run. Maryland is out of timeouts.
Here it comes on the baseline. Good job by Jaden Akins. They got Fears jumping to the ball.
Gillespie trying to split, and he's fouled. Well, the reason they're staying in is because they are getting to the free throw line in the last 3 minutes.
That swipe down.
But it's a 2-point game, and Maryland has 53 points. There we go.
Oh, my.
Oh, the giveaway! Oh, and Holloman got his hand in there, and oh, and a foul. What a turn of events.
Total mental error here to leave your feet to pass. You jump up in the air, there's nowhere to go. You know, Trey Holloman, that little hop there, you reach in, he got a lot of ball, but you're always at risk. When you reach like that, those officials like to call it. It's a tough break for Michigan State.
Now they can't worry about Holloman. Double comes, and Richardson got it away to Cooper. good possession to get a good look. Down to 10 to shoot for MSU.
It's been deep on the floor. Now it's just one-on-one.
They're in trouble with three. Holloman found Kohler. Up off the glass. No. Rebound Gillespie. Shot clock turned off. No timeouts left for Maryland. They got to go. Gillespie for three. Kohler, no. Holloman looks the clock. Half court for the win. Oh! Oh, my goodness. Holloman from half court to win it on the road.
Time. You shoot that a little early, and we'll see the
Basket
replay
is
right
good.
here. It's clearly out of his hand. Trey Holloman, tough first half. Big time here in the second to rebound, make some plays, and then what a shot here on the road.
I mean, that is well beyond half court. For a player, Robbie, who went to the bench to allow Jace Richardson into the starting lineup, and tonight he's the hero.
Well, and think about the turnover. He left his feet to pass. You get called for that foul. The game is tied. Trey Holloman has been terrific in a number of ways over the last 6 games, but that look says it all. Everyone's stunned here in College Park.
Michigan State beats Maryland for the 7th straight time. Take a listen. All 9 for Holloman in the second half. Let's go over to Andy.
Wow.